This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. We welcome you back. Time now for the 9th here at White House Field. Game 3 of the East Division Championship Series between the Red Sox and the Mariners, and you got to tip your cap to YD. They have been dominant, not just in this series, but all postseason, and a lot of that is spearheaded by this man right here. 2-3-4 due up for the Red Sox. Will Baker today. An RBI triple back in the 5th, a single last time at the plate. He has been someone that you talk about a complete 180 from the regular season. 36 games as a YD Red Sox, was here from the start of the summer till the very end. Someone that was batting below 200 for the majority of the summer. 1-0 ground ball, DeCarlo's on it. But Baker, I mean, just what a story he has been this postseason. Before Game 2 of the series, where he went 0 for 5, heading into that game, he was 6 for 9 with 5 runs. Can add 2 more hits to his stat line this postseason. Here's Chris Akopian from the right side. The infield shifts to the left. Akopian blasts this one foul down the third base line. Akopian right there with Baker as the two anchors from the start of the summer till the very end. Tied with Baker for the most games played as a Sox. And they rep it on and off the field. The 0-1. Jack Volo's curveball misses on the outside. Akopian, a rising junior. Spent this past year at Maryland, transferring to Texas A&M. But you gotta love, you know, we talked about the storylines of Josh Landry and Evan Mobley, two guys that don't come from the SEC, the ACC, Division I. Right. But you also gotta love the storylines of the guys who are playing at that level and have decided to stick it out for the entirety of the summer.
Chris Akopian is going to be a big leaguer. Unbelievable career at Maryland, now heading to the SEC and Texas A&M. He hits the ball so hard. He's been here the whole summer. He made a commitment. He stayed, and he's delivered.
3-1 is ripped foul. We talked about that oomph from Akopian. 9 extra base hits in the regular season this summer. Most hits on the team.
I always enjoyed taking advantage this summer of going down to the scout section pregame and kind of asking the guys, you mind telling me who you're looking out for today? And every time we played YD, a lot of guys said Chris Akopian.
There's another to add to Akopian's long list of stats. His second single today, the 4th time he has reached. The one time he didn't, a sac fly back in the 5th.
4 runs. It's a lot. But it's the bases loaded and the tying run aboard. You got to keep it at 4, Gino. You got to keep some life in this ballpark. Can't let the top of the 9th get ugly. So the Harwich defense, focus, no more errors, and then go give it everything you got in the home half.
Ryan Nedved digs in from the left side. First pitch. Called a strike. Talked about Baker, talked about Akopian. 2 Sox that have been here the entirety of the summer. Nedved, one of the newer Sox. But that's what the postseason's all about. Snap throw back to first. Akopian's back. Your leaders obviously propelling. but how do the supporting cast fill their side of the deal? Yo-1. Nedved has only played 5 games for YD, including the playoffs. He only played 1 game for the Sox before the postseason. 8 hits on 17 at-bats these playoffs, not counting today. Comes into Game 3 with a .471 average, a .476 on-base percentage. The rising junior at Southern Illinois Edwardsville. That's talent. That's scouting. That's a supporting cast. You got to give it to YD.
You do. The 4th seed. And remember how the East was this entire summer, Gino? We felt it. We rode the roller coaster. It was Brewster first, that 6-game winning streak. Then Harwich at the All-Star break on their 6-game winning streak.
Right.
YD was always right around 2 or 3. And then come the postseason, they fell all the way to 4.
3-1. This is inside for ball 4.
And everyone was saying, well, we know Harwich can pitch, so they got a chance. They're defending champions. The 1 seed in Orleans looked unbeatable. Win streak up to 7 in the final week of the regular season. And then there was Brewster. Hit a lot for power, tough to beat at Stony Brook Field, one of just 2 teams with Harwich that had a positive record both on the road and at home. But nobody was really talking about Scott Pickler's ball club. 19-18-3, a game over 500. Brewster and Harwich were 5-6 over, YD 7 over. But when it's come down to it, the YD pitchers have been unbelievable, followed by a lineup that 1 through, I'd say, about 7 or 8, just night in and night out, getting on base and driving in runs.
Hunter Dilworth, the pitching coach, out to talk with his infield.
They're outscoring opponents in the postseason 24-10.
Dominance.
This is their 5th postseason game, Gino. You add in the score tonight through 8 innings, that's 29-11. 5 games. They've given up 11 runs, and they gave up 7 yesterday.
Number 7, Armando.
Dominance. That's all you can say.
Defense wins championships.
Armando Briseño digs in from the right side as we resume the action. Runners on first and second, and Briseño slashes this one the other way. Hakopian rounds third. He's in to score. YD adding salt to the wound. Briseño, another Red Sox that has not been here the entirety of the summer, but came around the midway point. 17 games this summer as a YD Red Sox, a .339 average. Transferring to Long Beach State from Fullerton. Runners on the corners. Briseño on first after an RBI knock that brought home Hakopian. Nedved on third. The 0-1 to Jack Bell. Misses low. But you got to give a ton of credit to Scott Pickler, the manager for YD in his 27th season. He's a 6-time CCBL champ for a reason. He's a 4-time manager of the year for a reason. And you talk about the YD standings ranking was always around 1 or 2 throughout the summer, and then at the very end they dropped to 4. That was the lowest Scott Pickler's team has finished a regular season since 2013, as another RBI single from Jack Bell brings home Nedved. 7-1 YD on top here at White House Field. dominance.
But it's guys who have turned into postseason players. Jack Bell, a $159 in the regular season. 2 hits tonight. That's now 8 for 22 in the postseason. I'm not great at math, but I can tell you that's over 300 for average. Will Baker, 209 regular season. 2 more hits tonight. That's now 8 of 18 in the playoffs. Well over 300.
The bats have been good. The pitching has been good. The defense has been good as well. Jordan Crossland pinch hitting for Yomar Carreras. First pitch on the outside. Crossland, a rising junior, University of Maryland. See some Mariner fans.
Can't take the field down just yet.
The 1-0. Cold strike 1 with the breaking ball. Runners on first and second with 1 out, top of the 9th. YD up 7-1 over Harwich. Crossland with just 1 hit in 4 games. Double steal attempt, pitches high. The throw down to second. The tag from Coonan, not in time. Everything has gone YD's way in Game 3 of the East Division Championship. Crossland, if he can get a hit here, would just add more momentum. He's got just 1 knock in 4 playoff games. Curveball in there for strike 2.
I also really like this pinch hit from Scott Pickler. He takes out Carreras, who's an everyday player and will be an everyday player if YD advances, and he's trying to get Crossland going a little bit.
2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Volo fanning Crossland. Still 2 in scoring position.
16, Connor Capisi.
Here's Connor Capisi, the 8-hole hitter. But you can feel the energy completely being zapped out from the Mariner faithful. First pitch to Capisi. Mariners down by 6. They scored that many in the 4th inning of Game 2 of this series. So they're not done. They're not out of it yet. But you got to get out of this frame. The Mariners' bottom part of the order, 8-9-1, due up in the home half of this inning. Capisi today has reached twice, once off of an error, the other off of a fielder's choice. The 1-1. Blasted into left, Aiden Robbins is going back, puts on the brakes, and makes the catch. The Mariners down to their final 3 outs of the summer. Trying to make something happen. A Mariner miracle. Down by 6. We head to the home half of the 9th. We'll be back on Cape League TV.